So there's a lot of businesses who actually struggle to get leads with Facebook ads. And if that sounds familiar, you're probably making a very simple but costly mistake with your instant form setup. And so in this video, I'll show you exactly how to build a Facebook instant form that helps you bring high quality leads without breaking the bank. This is the exact same method I've used across all of my clients at paidadvertising.com to generate results like this, or that over the last few years. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. And so if you're taking a look at my screen, this is actually a test that I did in October of this year on a single ad that I divided across 2 traffic sources for the same level of ad spend. So as you can see here on the right hand side, there's about $60 spent across both of these ads. Again, it's the exact same ad from what you see right here, ad 15, same audience, nothing different in terms of the targeting. The only difference you can see it here, IF versus LP. So instant form versus a landing page, because this is a debate I often hear. Justin, do I need to send people to a landing page? Can I just not use an instant form? Instant forms don't work for me. They're not getting me good leads. Look, you actually can use instant forms. And again, I want to show you how to do it the right way today. And so in this case, you can see that my cost per lead was about a third with the instant form than it was with our landing page. Now, this is assuming, again, that I did not just have a bad landing page that didn't convert, blah, blah, blah. I can guarantee you that our landing page was pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and should have converted just as well as the instant form. And so therefore, we're getting a higher opt-in rate on the instant form, which led to a lower cost per lead. And so how did that form look like and what it is that you should do? Look, I'm going to show you my form, which actually is meant or designed for a mix of an agency / coaching business, which is pretty much what I own. Now, the same exact principle and frameworks that you can extract from this video are going to be able to be applied to a local business, to an info product business, coaching agency, anybody, in fact, running an instant form. So here we go. Now, the first screen you have on this form looks like this. So you have essentially a header at the top, and then followed by a headline, then a small text that then allows you to kind of probe as to why someone would want to opt in. So each 3 of these core elements are things that you don't want to waste in terms of space. This is space for you to use to your advantage. So typically, what I want to do is I like nowadays to upload a custom header, okay? In this case, if I zoom all the way in, again, I'm going to read this because it might be a little bit blurry. E-commerce brand owners and marketers. So I am calling out essentially at the top, who is it exactly that I am targeting? So let me highlight that. E-commerce brand owners and marketers. I highly recommend you do the same. You call out, who is this for? And then I repeat it right below. Who is this for? Residents of Nashville. E-commerce brand owners and marketers. Ad agencies making $10,000 a month or more. You hate your 9 to 5? You want to switch your job? Right? It's like, who is the persona? So persona targeting here and there. So calling out who is my ad for, okay? Now, this new free ebook teaches you how to get ready for BFCM 2024. So in other words, what is it exactly that they're opting in for? So here, I'm simply labeling the offer. In this case, this was a lead magnet ad. So they would get a PDF or a download afterward of my free ebook. And so for you, it could be a free consultation, a free estimate, or a voucher, or whatever that is. So tell them exactly what it is that they're getting when opting in. Pretty simple. What are they getting by opting in? Now, what I have here, which is quite small, but nonetheless, I am telling you, people read this stuff, right? Backed by 4 years of experience and $30 million in e-commerce revenue. Again, very small here to read in this screenshot, but nonetheless, it's there and it loads up pretty well, typically on Facebook. And so that here is typically what I would do, like a social proof line. So if you have, as an example, 2,000 satisfied clients, or sold in 150 countries, or again, whatever it is that you can kind of siphon as social proof, add it right here. And now, before any of you calls me out on this, Justin, why do I want to spend time making a header if my traffic is also going to go to Instagram? Why am I saying that? Well, if you don't know already, this header is only visible on Facebook. It is not visible on Instagram. You don't see that. On Instagram, you're going to see everything else but that. Well, I would tell you that, number one, regardless of whether or not you have more or less opt-ins on Instagram, you will get opt-ins on Facebook. Doesn't hurt, again, to make sure that the ad spend that would get pushed to Facebook is going to get essentially this level of quality, if you want, of a form. If you, for whatever reason, are using manual placements and only pushing spend to Instagram, which I don't recommend you do, by the way, I personally always use automatic placements, then I would say, yeah, sure, there's no use case for a header like this one. But again, in my experience, since I always use automatic placements, I take the time to make a header. Then let's continue right here. So again, persona call out right here as mentioned earlier. Then pretty simple, right? Very simple, but yet super important piece right here. Where should we send you access to your free ebook? I am giving them the reason as to why they're opting in and what they're going to get out of it. And I'm also probing to make sure that they're not going to fake their information, to make sure that they're going to give me legit information for me to then send them a resource. I was like, look, if you give me fake information, you are not going to get access to your free ebook. So I probe here to make sure that, again, it's like two birds, one stone here. Is one, make sure that I have quality info, and then two, probe for action step, what it is exactly that I want them to do right here, okay? And although I highlighted this bit, I mean, obviously the second bit is pretty similar. I'm talking about, again, giving them access to freebies and so on and so forth. So I'm kind of repeating the offer and the reason as to why they would want to opt in, okay? Now, let's move on to the second screen. It's pretty simple. That second screen right here, essentially, it's the same header repeated. I mean, you cannot even, like by default, it takes the exact same header as the first step. But what I modified right here is this little sentence right there. Again, I am repeating why they're opting in. Where should we send you access to your free ebook? People need to be repeated more than they need to be told or more than they need to be taught. And so that's what I'm doing here. I am repeating, hey, this is exactly where, again, it's the reason why you're opting in. And this is the reason why I want to personally make sure that you're going to put the right information right here so that, again, I can contact you and send you access to your ebook. Okay. Now, what I could have done, and I haven't done in this specific form, is I could have added also questions. So if you find out that after following all the steps in this video, you still get a slightly lower quality of leads than what you would want, I would recommend adding another step in between these two, okay? The step would be a qualification step. You'd want to add questions that the lead would have to manually answer. And so this helps, again, add a friction. They have to manually type this information right here. So in other words, you're making sure that they're not really going to waste your time here with like bad leads and whatever. So you can ask them, like, again, if you're in the B2B space, like how much revenue are they making per month, or what type of business they run, or things to help you get a sense of who exactly is opting in. But just know that the more info you add, the more friction you cause, the higher, I should say, the cost per lead is going to become, but also typically the higher quality of leads you're going to get. Okay. Now let's keep it going. The last and final step. So once someone has opted in, okay, they're going to see something like this. Unlocked. This download is yours to keep. Okay. Now, congrats. You just unlocked your free copy ebook right now. Okay. So again, it's pretty simple. I am just confirming the reason, which again, why did they opt in? Where should we send you access to the free ebook? Going back on the first page. Why do you want to opt in? Where should we send you access to your free ebook? What am I getting? I'm getting a free ebook here. I'm getting a free ebook there. And I'm getting a free access to our training right here. Continue here. Hey, remember, you're getting a free ebook. Here, hey, by the way, you got your free ebook right now. I am repeating the same thing, just probing and probing and probing to make sure that they know that, hey, like I've got you, okay? You can trust me. Like I'm giving you exactly what you came in for. Now, this text. Click the download button to download your own copy and check your email inbox or spam folder to find the email we've sent you titled, download your ebook copy now to access the 2 bonus training videos. I am literally giving them, I'm spoon feeding them what are the next steps that they need to do. Very rarely, for all of you guys here, the instant form is not going to be your last and final step in the process, which means a lead, like you don't just want a lead, right? Most of the time you want a lead to give them a quote or an estimate, or to have them book in a call, or to have them, get a freebie or a download or access your free community. Probe for the next steps. Could be as simple as, I could have changed that text here and say, I'm going to show you the second example right below, right? Something like this, right? This was for a chiropractor client right here. Thank you. Our team will be reaching out to you shortly Please keep your phone nearby as our team will be in touch with you within just a few hours. I'm probing that, hey, we're going to call you, okay? Be ready for a call. In the meantime, feel free to download the below PDF, which is like, again, a lead magnet ad for a local business. And so I'm probing for 2 steps here. Hey, this is what you came in for, but also we are going to be in touch with you very soon about said offer, okay? And so kind of getting back to that right here. If there's a second step, if there's something else that they need to take. So as an example, if your offer, going back to the first page here, was something as simple as, get your free estimate, get your free quote, or, get this offer right now. A direct call to action is what I typically call this. So not a lead magnet like what I showed in this video. Well, what you would want to do is on this last and final step right here. So let me just erase what I just did right there. On this last and final step, step 2, book, your appointment or whatever. You would want to make sure that you leave an open loop. Okay. Instead of saying, hey, congrats, or, download your copy now, or thank you for filling out this form. No. If you say any of these words, you thank them, you congratulate them, you whatever, you just confirm that they just ended the process. Like this is the end and the final step. Whereas if you end here, the headline with, hey, step 2, and right below you say something along the lines of booking your call with our top advisor, or locking your spot today for a free consultation, or whatever, right? It's like you have an open loop. They came into this process to do one thing, and they are not yet done. The process does not end here. The process ends with them having to follow through the process. Again, it's like they're biased now because there's like a buy-in bias. They're already inside of the process here of filling out this form. And so if you end with an open loop, it's like, oh, I need to continue here and do another step now. There's like, I'm not done yet. And so this is why they would click on said, button right here, and then go to your website and book in a call or do whatever other action you would want them to do. Now, even if you know the right strategy to build a high converting instant form, you also need the right ad creatives to get you clicks and interest and the right people's eyeballs in the first place. And so if you want my help to help you for your info product or e-commerce businesses to help you generate high quality customers from solid ad creatives, then check out the first link in the description down below to book in a call with myself and the team at paidadvertising.com to help become your Meta, Google, or TikTok paid ads partner. And that said, if you want my one-on-one consulting help to help you implement our advertising system, to help you review your funnels, offer ads, name it, well, check out the second link in the description down below to join our Ad Engine one-on-one consulting program. And once you've done that, check out this next video on how to test Facebook ads quickly in 2025.